Go, fucker.
Ellie, are we ready?
He said 3,
He
2,
said 3, 2, 1.
Damn it.
I love this.
All right, then. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Dark Match. I'm back from something of an absence, still trying to get into grad school, still finishing college, but real life doesn't matter. We're going to talk about WWE's latest pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell, in which John Cena is nowhere to be found. Never mind the pre-show. Nobody gives a shit about that. This is matches, wrestling matches, not as much storyline. With me is...
I'm Slick Rob, and who the hell are you?
I'm Liquid Nation, and you know, the Hogan sex tape could have been worse. Could have had Buff Bagwell in it, so...
And I'm Iron Bite Dash, and with that horrifying image in your head, here's what is the Iron Sheik tweeting now? Fuck the Sandy, fuck the Frankenstone, and fuck the no good piece of shit motherfucker lowlife Zach Braff. Hashtag Team Sheiky.
Why is your Sheik French?
I don't know. Is it?
Kind of sounded French to me.
You're English. Everything sounds.
Yeah, I live close to the French.
So he wants to fuck a physical manifestation of Sandy?
Yes.
I would.
I hear she gives a really good blowjob.
Is this Sandy from SpongeBob?
No, it's not Sandy from SpongeBob. Jesus fuck, that's skirt.
None of us want to have bestiality sex.
Yeah, either.
No. So we start off Hell in a Cell with probably one of the best matches on the card, Alberto Del Rio versus Randy Orton.
No.
Yes.
Well,
yes, there was that.
Rob, I know how much you hate Del Rio, but you quite enjoyed this match, didn't you?
I like Del Rio.
Oh,
you hate
do?
him. Randy Orton's your favorite.
Oh, I see. Well, honestly, as much as I don't like Orton,
I'm the one that
honestly, I was surprised by him in this match. I'm like, oh, Randy Orton actually gives a shit about what he's doing. Oh.
No, he didn't.
He's doing quite well.
He gave slightly more of a shit, but, like, still didn't give a shit.
Honestly,
I think his amount of giving a shit is, like, directly proportional to the amount of hair he has.
So here's the thing. I know some people didn't like it, but the quick drop deep rope DDT looked much better to me than his regular version.
I'd say the worst part of this match was that very weird miscue that they had in the middle of it, where it seemed like Orton was gonna. They started getting into like almost a slap fight, and then Orton seems like he's gonna do a drop kick, but Del Rio runs away, and then he does the drop kick.
It was interesting. It was an interesting, like, well, did they fuck that up, or was it meant to be, or?
I mean, my biggest complaint about this match is the ending. As much as I loved that RKO, that was a sick RKO.
You just didn't like the fact that Orton won, right?
Well, there's that. There's the fact that Alberto Del Rio hasn't gotten a win in months.
Unless it's against Zack Ryder.
Yeah,
that doesn't count. That doesn't count. It's Zack Ryder.
Everybody beat Zack Ryder. I think Heath Slater
I beat Zack Ryder.
So here, the fact that Alberto Del Rio spends the entire match, and I mean not just the regular working of the arm, he pretty much cripples Orton's arm in this match, kayfabe-wise, and then he has him in the cross arm breaker for a good minute, and Orton doesn't tap. I'm like, bullshit.
Well, here's the thing. By the way, we forgot to mention this, but on commentary is Michael Cole, Jim Ross, and God.
Yeah, JBL.
And JBL is like, it's in deep. He's got to tap. And the way JBL was commentating in this match, it's like, oh my God, this is what I've been missing. This is what I've been wanting for years now.
Yeah.
And now, because the action in the ring is important, yes, but if you've got somebody, shouting and screaming like, JBL was.
Try watching any action scene from a movie without the score.
Exactly.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Good way of putting it. And like, as much as we wish for the recovery of Jerry Lawler, like, I'm gonna miss this commentary team.
Been shit for a long time.
Yeah. But to get to that whole cross armbreaker spot, also, like, I thought what was emphasized really well was sort of Orton trying to keep Del Rio from actually locking in that arm of his. Like, they played that up a lot more than they usually do for that spot.
And,
it's usually
I thought what was really, I was waiting for Orton to fuck up and do like a clothesline with the wrong arm or something, and I was like, and he didn't, and I was like, bravo.
Yeah. Unlike a lot of other people, and I have noticed this, so this is a very valid concern, Rob, is that some people, when they've been put in like the crossface or the cross armbreaker, will then get up and use that arm and not sell the injury.
Yeah, when we get to the Kofi Kingston match, we'll get to that.
Yeah, but Randy Orton, as much as
jump up and down and celebrate, yay.
Yeah, as bad as he can be, usually does remember when somebody's been working his arm or working a leg. He'll actually remember to sell.
He tries.
He tries.
But I'd say also, like, another notable thing was that Del Rio did a low-key style stomp on Randy Orton, like hanging from the second and third ropes. It was a sight to see.
Oh yeah, that double stomp. I was like, oh God, Orton, why did you take that? I'm like, you've taken a lot of good bumps in your time, and I respect you for that. But you don't have to take that many kind of bumps anymore. Good God.
No.
I think Del Rio came this close to stomping on his face.
Not the face. Not the face.
Unless you were going for a masked Randy Orton. Oh God. Oh God, imagine Randy Orton with even more monotone.
I now use this mask to represent
paper bag.
The inner strength. Meanwhile, Cody Rhodes is screaming and doesn't know why. Anyways, so oh wait, speaking of Cody Rhodes, before we go there, we go backstage. We're also shown footage from the pre-show of Dolph Ziggler attacking some guy. I don't know his name. I think Dolph might be in trouble for that.
Just real quick, of course.
I think Orton it was Jan
Orton
something.
Wins, lol. Just saying. We didn't elaborate on that, but yeah, Orton wins.
Orton does win. So we go backstage. Josh Matthews is with Raw's managing supervisor, Vicky Guerrero, and she has proof that AJ and John Cena was having an affair. And on Raw, she's going to reveal it, but AJ can come on Raw to defend herself in person. And in comes Paul Heyman, who's like trying to get the main event canceled, and Vicky's like, no!
It would have been so much better if Paul Heyman was the manager.
But then he would be trying to cancel stuff. But Paul Heyman would have been a much better choice for general manager. And then just Vince McMahon completely undermines him. Just says, no. Just like every decision he tries to make on this pay-per-view, just Vince McMahon walks in the frame. No.
God damn it.
Yeah, Vicky was like, no! Excuse me! The main event! Excuse me! It's still on!
She didn't do that, but yeah. But here's my question. I asked this in the chat. I'm still puzzled by this. She keeps using the phrase, having an affair. John Cena is single. AJ is... Well, actually, I don't know AJ's status, but...
You'd rather not know that so you can keep out hope.
I'd rather imagine she's single, okay?
So you can hold out hope, eh, Rob?
Again, it's blurring the lines between shoot and kayfabe, but again, I've always thought of the idea of an affair as just like having like any bit of like sexual relationship with someone, no matter like what that like thus like if you say adulterous affair or extramarital affair or.
So
or
it's not being redundant when you say that.
Well, here's what
I
here was
never
the,
thought it was.
Here was
Maybe
the
I'm
whole
wrong.
problem with AJ actually dating or doing anything romantic wise with John Cena, because she's the general manager and John Cena gets umpteen million title shots. There's a suspicion of, well, is she favoring him? She is.
Yeah. Well, also you have to take into that account, even if she wasn't having an affair with Cena, she is extra biased against Punk, and has had a relationship with Punk.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when did Vince McMahon start caring about that stuff?
Yeah,
exactly.
That is the big question, because he knew this when he made her general manager.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell,
well,
wasn't she set to marry Daniel Bryan when he made her general manager?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure why the board of directors is suddenly getting involved. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Let's move on.
It's WWE. That's just.
The further we dig into this, the more holes we get.
We'll find out more about these allegations as when Raw comes on, but nonetheless, Vicky Guerrero concludes by saying the main event's still on, and it's clear that Punk is afraid of Ryback, to which Heyman takes exception. Says he's not afraid of anyone, not the boogeyman. Not.
I love that. Not the boogeyman, not vampires, and especially not of the Ryback.
Not Marty Wright. But,
So next we get Team Road Scholars versus Kane and Daniel Bryan for the WWE.
This was the best
title.
Oh my good lord! For a team that has been brought, I mean, this is the classic. The tag team champions don't get along with each other, but get it done in the ring. Well, not kinda getting it done in the ring.
This was a fun hell match. Didn't like the finish.
No, the finish was just dumb. It wouldn't. Anyway, we'll get into the finish in a sec. But the whole Team Hell No, or Team Friendship, or somebody give me some more.
It's Hell No.
Team Hell No. Well, is just one of those. Has been one of the better tag teams that have come out of the whole. Well, we hate each other, but we're tag team champions.
Yeah, the problem is with a gimmick like what Daniel Bryan and Kane are in right now, is it's a comedy gimmick that you can't keep going for too long, otherwise it will get stale. And when it starts getting stale, it gets really stale really quick.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully they're trying to just finish it, bow it out gracefully before it overstays its welcome.
Right.
but it's doing that right.
Yeah, I know, but it seems like they're starting to move on that path.
As far as the progression of the match goes, it seemed like they were like sort of bucking the norm. Like it was mostly Daniel Bryan and Kane like working very well together. I remember
specifically. I remember specifically JR saying like they don't function very well together, and then they start functioning really well together, and JBL gets in his face about it.
Yeah.
Really, JR? Really? Well, there's been times that I've been wrong. Barbecue sauce, don't count. You still have barbecue sauce.
Shut up.
Yeah, more JBL like greatness during this match is that like even as I guess a heel color guy, like he favored both teams in equal ways. Like he was kept on like trying to disprove the idea that Daniel Bryan's the weak link. As he was doing a lot of like high flying spots like suicide dive stuff like that and going from one to the other, and as active as the last match, like JBL was a very good part of it.
Yeah.
So wait, a guy named Daniel does a crossface and suicide dives and head. No, okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got that a little wrong. It's father.
And yeah.
Whoa, we are not gonna go there.
His birthday is 10 days away from Chris Benoit's birthday.
Oh, good lord.
Anyways.
Yeah, in terms of the match, like the heels mostly did their job was to like sort of pick apart like each teammate, mostly Daniel Bryan, like in their corner, like cut the ring off and kind of keep them there, and they were doing a good job.
I do like JBL sort of favors and disfavors both teams. Like when Damian Sandow does the elbow of disdain. He's like I like the move, but I don't like that he's taken so much time to show off before the move.
The funny thing is when I was watching that, I paused that just as he was doing the elbow of disdain, and it looked exactly like he was flipping off Kane. And then,
So, yeah, but like we said. Oh, I got an echo. Who's echoing? Yeah. Anyways, like I said, this match was pretty good in terms of, we've got a team that cannot stand each other, and a team that is desperate to prove themselves to the rest of the WWE. And then they fuck up the ending. I don't know why you would do this. I honestly do not understand why you would have this ending.
Yeah, to describe
because
it,
they wanted. They're slowly trying to break up the team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Perhaps
that's all I can think of.
I also feel like they kind of timed it and executed it. Like basically, what happens is Kane, I believe, chokeslams one of the opponents, and Daniel Bryan like sort of tags him in the back and does the flying headbutt, hits it, and while he's pinning him, what looks to be a 3 count, Kane just drags him away. The person who's been the more rational one, like throughout the entire team, has never been taken out versus like has an outburst, and it just seems like it's kind of like a reversal for the sake of doing a reversal.
Well, for what it seemed to be like for me was that like, in every other match, Daniel had done the same thing, and Kane was kind of just getting really sick of it.
Okay, I mean, I could definitely see that. I don't know. I think.
Yeah, but that's what it just seemed like to me. I don't know. Any thoughts, Rob?
Yeah, that pretty much explains it, because I wasn't bothered by Kane dragging Daniel Bryan off. I was like, oh, okay, and I was like, so this is what they're doing. Okay, I was waiting for the tag team to break down, because it always does.
Yeah, especially when you got people who, well, literally hate each other.
So honestly, I thought it was over. I thought it was over when
I loved it
when Daniel Bryan and Kane start arguing outside the ring. Team Road Scholars baseball slides both of them, and then they pull Daniel Bryan in, and Cody hits the crossroads, and I thought it's over.
Yep.
Yeah, I did too.
But Kane breaks it up, and then Kane stays in the ring too long and gets DQ'd.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so you keep the belts on Team Hell No, but at the same time you're kind of killing the momentum of Rhodes Scholars.
Well,
yeah,
I'm not trying.
Wouldn't say that.
I'm sure because they got a DQ victory that they were going to get a rematch.
Well, no, what I think it is that they were actually wanting Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. They originally wanted them to feud for the title, but obviously Rey Mysterio got ill, so he couldn't really do that.
And now Sin Cara's injured.
Yeah, now Sin Cara's injured
again.
Wait. What do you mean now injured? He's always injured.
They should really call this tag their tag team like Team One Night, because that's basically all you get with that.
So next we get King going crazy. They argue, and I don't know why Bryan is put off by the pyro at this point. It's just like, if I were Bryan, I would keep arguing through the pyro.
Will you stop doing that? It's not cool.
There might be a point where he does that, but as he said on SmackDown, I hate when he does it. So it's something that he can't get used to.
Okay, so
Yeah, like the yes chant.
so next so next we get the Miz backstage, and honestly, this was a really kind of cool and weird promo from him. Just like, and then I found out that the show was sponsored by Doomsday Preppers, and I was like, oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, product placement, lovely.
But if I didn't know that, I would just think that this was a brilliant promo, and this was. I know I'm kind of a Miz fan, but that I just thought this was
kind of a Miz fan, yeah.
Kind of.
Kind of a Miz fan, yeah.
He talks about how Doomsday is coming.
You have a plaster cast of the Miz's penis in your room, don't you, Rob?
No, that's a Christian.
Nobody needs to know.
That's Christian's penis. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Miz's one's under your pillow. Okay.
Oh Lord. So Kofi Kingston versus.
But he talks about how Doomsday is coming, and like he thinks maybe the Doomsday Preppers have it right, and some people stock food, some people stock weapons. I'm going to do what I do to stop Doomsday, which is be awesome and save the world.
Well, according to him, the Intercontinental Championship has been targeted for termination, which is definitely the newest reference that you can make in terms of the Miz. Nobody's made that one before, but I'll make it anyway.
So,
I would love to see the Miz. I would love to see the Miz just like with the coat, just like pull out the shotgun, like the Kyle Reese shotgun with the, they just shoot Kofi Kingston with rock salt. That would be hilarious.
Okay. Anyways, so moving on.
So their next match is going to be a no DQ match, and that's how it's going to end.
Yes, exactly. Miz and Kofi Kingston. So Kofi is back with the Intercontinental Championship. We all know that Kofi Kingston will never be a main event superstar. But,
you don't know that.
This was
black.
a good match.
He's black. I'm not trying to play the race card, but I'm playing the race card. He's black.
I don't know that. It could happen.
Never main event wrestlers.
Mark Henry, Booker T.
Big.
Booker
T. Actually, that kind of does destroy that point. Never mind. So,
R-Truth was in the main event.
Yeah.
Yes, of course he was.
For that one show, which involved a Barack Obama impersonator.
Yeah.
He was also in the main event of Survivor Series.
That's true.
Jobbing to The Rock.
Yeah, there's that. So, the Miz.
Oh, the Rock's like not white.
Yeah, The Rock's half black.
Rock's half black.
He
was in the Nation of Domination.
I would do terrible things to Jessica Alba. Anyways,
What?
So this match starts off with with a trading of finishers. Miz goes for a very early SCF, and Kofi goes for a Trouble in Paradise, and Miz goes, "Oh shit, bye."
Yeah, that was pretty funny. You just sees that coming.
Don't want any more stitches.
Nope.
If y'all remember from
he boomed too many times.
Yeah.
Here's my question though. Wouldn't it make more sense to continue this feud and I know I'm introducing logic here, and that's crazy, but
stop being a fanboy of the Miz.
No, I'm just saying it would make more sense if they traded the Intercontinental Championship back and forth, kind of.
No, I don't want a title being played hot potato again.
It happened all the time in the Attitude Era. Just saying.
Yeah, but the Attitude Era, I'm sorry to break it to everyone, it wasn't that good. There was good parts, but it wasn't that good. Most of it wasn't that good.
I just think honestly, because you're not going to convince me that Kofi is that good an Intercontinental Champion after all his other Intercontinental Championship runs have been utter duds.
Kofi?
And after
yeah, after his Yeah, Kofi.
Oh, because the Miz's title run was
No. He had a good feud with Drew McIntyre. He's always had a great series of matches whenever he's traded mid card belts with Ziggler. Like,
but
who doesn't have a good match with Ziggler?
John Cena.
Kofi Kingston was probably the original person who distinguished himself by having like good matches with Dolph Ziggler. Like he was probably the.
I know, and they did that forever.
But look
Yeah,
where
but
Drew
still,
look where Drew McIntyre is right now.
Like
That's
relative.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Relative.
I'm not that impressed with Kofi Kingston.
3MB.
I'm fairly.
He puts on good matches. He's bland as hell on the mic.
Well, I think they're trying to give him a bit more edge, which is good.
He's never in any storyline. He never was in any storyline since he was in a storyline with Drew McIntyre, and I thought he did fine that. And like,
No, he was in the storyline.
What was that?
Yeah, you know where he was in the storyline of R-Truths, where R-Truth talks to little Jimmy. Yeah, he would talk to R-Truth.
Yeah. All right. Getting to the match, like I thought it was all right. I didn't thought it was a good little match.
Except for one little thing. Miz is focusing on the leg because
the left leg.
The left leg, which is Kofi's Trouble in Paradise leg, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he continues.
But then he does it the other way around.
Yeah, but
after the match, he kind of just.
Yeah, after the match, he does kind of forget it, but
he pulls a Cena.
Yeah, he pulls a.
After the match, he just jumps up and starts like jumping around the ring. It's like,
yeah. So
no, but he staggers in the meantime.
Oh yeah, he staggers a tiny bit. Oh no.
He does it. He does it while he's celebrating. Like he pumps his fist.
No, he jumps up onto the ropes and jumps back down. Then just sort of goes, oh yeah, ow.
That's how you do it.
It was the least convincing thing I've ever seen. I've seen little children go, ow, my tummy hurts, more convincingly than that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want to go into school today. I don't think I can. Yeah.
Also, after Kofi wins and he goes to the interview, is it just me or like he does an interview with Matt Striker? He does a little promo, and then is it just me? But does he pelvic thrust on the ring apron?
Yeah, he does. I do remember that. That was much.
That was disturbing as all hell.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I gotta say though, that promo did have more like, it had more personality to it than the last like 2 years of Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, true.
Material.
Yeah.
But
there are guys who have no material who still come up with something.
But nonetheless, fucking. I think if the finish could have been done better, if it's actually established that he has one leg with which he does the trouble, which I'm not sure is even the case, would have been better for him to finish with the SOS, because you only have to sort of hook the leg, but it's mostly like attacking the shoulder and using the rest of his body to sort of roll over. Would have been a more fitting finish, in my opinion.
I don't know.
He'd already used the SOS.
I did kind of like the fact that he did the Trouble in Paradise. What I don't get is like this whole match is they have each other scouted, and this is like they haven't had a rivalry for this long, and the commentary keeps acting like this is a long-standing rivalry. I'm like, it's been going on for 2 weeks.
Well, to be fair, it's actually been going on for years. Okay.
When?
Let's see.
Many moons ago.
Yes, many moons ago. Kofi Kingston and The Miz have had a very good rivalry throughout both ever since they've really gotten on or something. But to be fair, this is the same thing with Kofi and Dolph Ziggler. It's always going to be a feud that's going to happen. It's always a feud that they can always go back to because everybody likes watching Kofi go up against X, because for some reason, I don't know why, people like watching Kofi Kingston.
Well, it's because he does a lot. He's very his high flying moves go very top.
I like his matches.
He's good at wrestling. I'm not going to deny that he's great. He's great at wrestling, but damn,
here's my prediction: Dolph Ziggler cashes in, wins the world heavyweight title. Kofi Kingston moves to SmackDown.
Yeah, and they'll start trading the world heavyweight title back and forth. And I'll be going,
oh god,
oh my god,
I'll be like going, fuck.
But yeah, after Kofi's victory speech, we have Kane and Daniel Bryan arguing about their loss and saying the usual spiel. I am the tag team champions from Kane, from Daniel Bryan, blah blah blah.
I think that it was a nice touch though that Daniel Bryan seemed genuinely hurt, and he's like, "I'm the tag team."
Yeah, he was like, it was the one variation on it. But afterwards, we have a match that fucking should have been very well received, but fuck Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, for whatever reason, this match and the next match, I noticed that the crowd was dead. Like, there was nothing there. And yes,
it's because if the guys aren't like a recognizable name, the crowd loses interest. Because
beyond a couple of people,
that's the audience that WWE's sown. So congratulations, WWE.
Well,
enjoy.
And I will say, like, here's the thing regarding both Justin Gabriel and Antonio Cesaro. They really have to have Claudio Castagnoli actually do something. Maybe like sort of try to prove his worth by either being in a match with like a main event face champion, or challenging him, or doing whatever. Number one. Number two.
I'm happy. I'm happy with the US title being a lower card title.
I'm happy with him holding it as opposed to Santino, because fuck that title reign.
So am I, but like, but nothing's being done with it. Like, even with as minimal as it is, with
honestly, I think because they keep saying, and I might be crazy here.
Okay.
But they're building up this thing where they've said repeatedly on commentary, no American can beat him. So what if we do a face turn for the All-American American?
I'm just praying for a face turn.
Because honestly,
I'm just praying for a William Regal face turn. Come on.
Hey, wait a second here. Hey, Rob, you live in Virginia, right?
Yeah.
I'm coming to kill you if that happens.
No, remember when Swagger had the title last year, and granted he took it off of Zack Ryder, but
maybe they're gonna wait, and when the whole Team Hell No thing's over, they can make Daniel Bryan the American Dragon.
I would like that better than the All-American Jack Swagger.
Honestly, to be that good a face, faces don't need to be that good at talking as heels do. I will be honest.
But they still have to talk a little bit, not as much as heels. But a lot.
Oh, they don't need to be as good as talking, do they? Oh yeah. Tell that to Jumpin' Jeff Farmer.
Oh.
I will. Where is he?
At your local McDonald's.
He's probably floating in the same pool of sick that yeah.
That Scott Hall is.
That Scott Hall is, yeah.
So we're moving on to like we said, Antonio Cesaro versus Justin Gabriel. And good Lord, Justin Gabriel, please stop trying to kill yourself to get over. The crowd was not going to ever.
I thought you were gonna say stop trying to kill your hairdo.
No, well, that too. I mean, this is one of those matches that because the crowd wasn't into it as much as I wanted it to, I couldn't get into it either.
I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd, but yeah, they weren't. But I was just really into this because I'm like, oh, this is going to be good.
And at the same time,
I'm a big Justin Gabriel fan, so I love this.
Yeah,
that European uppercut, my God.
Wait, that was insane.
I'm like,
that European uppercut in general is just insane.
yes.
I mean,
and then when
They've made one of the
into it.
Yeah, they've made one of the shittest looking moves, a European uppercut, look awesome.
Well,
it's not even a shitty move. It's a
No,
transition.
it's just. I mean, a normal European uppercut hardly looks like it has any force behind it. It's just a normal.
Antonio Cesaro did that when he was Claudio Castagnoli, and he just made that his own. That's his move now, and it's just wow.
Yeah, it. I mean, the fact that he launches himself, he launches the guy up is just yeah. That's where it goes. Match ends with Claudio hitting the WWE names. Antonio hitting the European uppercut after when Gabriel goes for a spring and it's like nope, boom, and then hits neutralizer. It's like
honestly, I had forgotten about the European uppercut up until that point, and I'm like, oh god.
It's like the RKO. You never launch yourself in the air unless Randy Orton is completely dazed and confused. Otherwise, he will hit the RKO.
It's the same thing with the choke slam as well. Don't do an aerial move when you're going against Kane or the Big Show. It's not going to work.
But see, and also, here's the thing, like, getting back to touching upon something from the Attitude Era, people talk shit about the Worm winning matches or even the People's Elbow winning matches. Why doesn't the uppercut win matches for him? It looks much more credible than either of those two.
It looks more credible than a neutralizer, to be honest.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Well, guys, it is October, so Layla has a story about her late mother's battle with breast cancer.
Honestly, this was touching.
It was very touching. I don't want to really go into much detail about it. Because as we follow that up with the tale of Ryback, it's like, okay, breast cancer, Ryback.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Seriously?
Breasts.
Seriously, we get from breast cancer awareness to a package about Ryback going through jobbers till he gets to the
Till he gets to Punk.
Till he gets to Punk. Yeah.
But look, you need to get back into the action somewhere, and if it's by having the most roided up person in the world scream "Feed me more" at a camera for about 5 minutes, yeah, I suppose that
that sounds about like an accurate description.
So yeah, but so we go backstage where Paul Heyman is once again approaching Vicky Guerrero. He's like, "Hey, yeah, thanks for
Don't talk about this segment. There's no point for it."
Yeah, it was just Paul. It was just in case you people forgot, Paul Heyman thinks the match is off, and Vicky's like, "No." And then
I did love how it's more like, in case you forgot, Paul Heyman is a sleazeball.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
then
just
was this wasn't, was it? This wasn't. Was there a third promo, or was this the last promo before?
This was well, there was a third promo with Punk. It wasn't.
No, because that's later on.
Because I think what this is Heyman basically said to Vicky, "It's good that you anonymously got that incriminating evidence for AJ. You wouldn't want that to happen to you, would you?"
Yeah,
it makes me kind of think that Heyman's masterminding this whole thing.
He probably is. But so we go to the Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara versus the Primetime Players, and like I said, the crowd.
AKA Injury Central.
Yeah, Injury Central.
Wait, Sin Cara, he didn't get injured, did he? He just landed on his head badly, and I don't even think it led to a concussion. But
no, he landed on his head badly, and like doctors were looking at him. It was.
Yeah,
he was outside of the ring, like lying there for like a full 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, before we get to the spot that may have killed Sin Cara, the crowd, my God, the crowd was dead. And not just, a little bit dead. This was, it's Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. Nobody cares. It's like,
yeah, honestly, that is really weird for a Rey Mysterio match.
Well, to be fair, Rey Mysterio's been in about 3 matches in 2 years.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It's Rey Mysterio. I mean, I know I'm kind of on Rey Mysterio, but he
objective, yeah.
It's
fan reaction.
This is Rey Mysterio. He gets the crowd jumping like a Mexican jumping bean. But this, no, nothing.
Okay,
Absolutely
so apparently Sin Cara is fine.
Okay. That's
He'll be ready.
It just looked like he. Yeah.
He's still botched though.
He just got knocked out for a bit.
Yeah, he's still botched, but so I mean, this was one of these quick. We just put together this.
To be fair, it was fair for me, and it was fair for me and Nathan to assume that because Sin Cara was wearing white.
Oh no! Oh God, he needs to stop wearing white. Oh.
Well, yeah, the romanticism, definite symbolics of white apply to Sin Cara, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's so the blood shows up.
Oh.
But nonetheless, like you said, that this may have been quickly booked, but man, it went on for longer than it needed to.
Yeah, they could have easily cut this in half and then used that time for the main event.
And you know what, listeners, call me or call us a hypocrite for making this point, yet complaining about the tag team division not being featured enough. You might call us hypocrites, and you'd be right.
But
But
at the same time, we have reality on our hands. So
At the same time, though,
honestly, it's good to just listen to JBL talk about 4 different people for this long time. That's pretty much what I was doing.
Yes.
At the same time, though, the problem is this match wasn't led to at all.
No,
this
it was
just a random match thrown together. And
yeah, it's just like here's the runoff from the tournament.
Oh,
yeah, basically,
no. They had that one time where the primetime players attacked Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara.
No, basically what it was though is the championships should take precedence over the random in between championship matches.
Well, here's the thing. This match definitely felt like where Ryback would have been on the card if he wasn't in the main event.
I don't know.
I mean,
not with Rey Mysterio there. I don't think so.
So yeah, but anyways, Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara somehow win after Sin Cara may have killed himself, but he didn't. But
apparently he got knocked out a bit, but he sort of came to just in time to finish the match.
Yeah, he was fine. So they hype a video package hyping the Sheamus versus Big Show, and
honestly, going into this, I think we all had low expectations. And honestly, this is one of the better matches.
I really liked this match. It was a great match.
It started off slow, but it really got towards the end.
It did.
Man, Sheamus took a beating.
Honestly,
Sheamus and Big Show.
This was the first time I marked out for the white noise.
That was crazy. It was literally just white noise in, boom. What the hell?
I was just like, no, I saw him lift up Big Show, and I was like, oh my god.
I mean, this just showed. I mean, that showed how much power Sheamus actually has in him, and also how much the fact that Big Show, trusted Sheamus to do that, because the last time somebody picked him up, things didn't go too well, if I remember.
And towards the end of the match, it was crazy spots. Like, he tried to do the giant clover leaf. And just...
and here's the thing.
That giant clover leaf was crazy.
Here's the thing. Okay.
And then he goes flying out of the ring.
Into the cell. Because remember, this is Hell in a Cell.
No, the cell was still up
this
there.
wasn't in the cell.
Damn it. I thought it was. I wish it was. least they didn't kill the
This
gimmick.
probably would have been better in Cell. I'm not
It probably would have been because it would have allowed them to do some crazy spots.
Yeah,
But
they were both really intense this match, and that's what made it.
yes, they were. We had the end, however, was interesting because they traded.
Can we go through some? Can we go through the other stuff?
Yeah, let's go through some of the. I mean, yes, the end was a trading of finishers, but my God,
that finish was awesome.
The finish was awesome, but my God, and also, by the way, just to reiterate, Dolph Ziggler was in the backstage, looking on with Money in the Bank.
Yeah, if anyone actually thought,
when he saw who the winner was, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not fucking with that."
I think if anyone actually thought Dolph was going to cash in, they were incredibly naive for thinking that.
But I think if Sheamus had won, Dolph would have cashed in. Because there's,
I don't know.
Because Sheamus would have been vulnerable as all hell.
Yeah.
This would be the best time to cash in on Sheamus.
Yes, but anyway, so let's go through this match. I mean, we had the giant cloverleaf spot. Okay.
Was that after the oh yeah, that was after Show goes for the colossal clutch.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they make a big deal of him using a camel clutch in his repertoire.
Well, the fact of the matter is, has anybody ever seen Big Show really apply a submission in any type of a match?
I've seen him use the colossal clutch before.
Well, yeah,
that's definitely why they haven't.
It's not a move he breaks out on a regular basis.
It is a move that he pulls out when you're not expecting him to.
Yeah, and the colossal clutch honestly looks really, really like terrifying, because you would think that if Big Show really applied it, he would snap someone in half.
I'll tell you what surprised me was really early on in the match, that kick from Big Show when Sheamus was trying to get another run in, was trying to get the fight rolling, and he just went BAM with that kick. I was like, damn.
Yeah, early on in the match, it's basically just Big Show dominating Sheamus. Like,
and then
Sheamus will get a few chops in, and then Big Show will like throw him around like a rag doll.
We are schizophrenic in this match, we keep going back and forth.
But yeah, I'm just going chronologically now.
Yeah, so we got that. I mean, towards the middle, we had the usual Sheamus fighting back, and he tries to lift up Big Show, doesn't exactly go for it, but it's like, and then Big Show goes for the chokeslam, but Sheamus counters into a DDT. It was like, holy fucking
that was a terrible
shit.
DDT, though.
Yeah, it was. Well, to be fair, does Sheamus use a DDT on a regular basis?
No.
So it was also like, when did are you talking about like the spot where he tried to lift him up and it was like, whoop, fall on top of him?
Yeah, that was the spot. Then he manages
I've seen that spot multiple times, and for some reason it always makes me laugh. It's just
I know, it's like, come on, guys, you really expect to lift up the Big Show? Only the Hurricane can do that.
Stand back.
Speaking of which, but then let's get into the finish here for a little bit. The finish was interesting.
I think it starts when he hits the white noise.
Yeah, he starts with the white noise, then goes for the broke kick.
It's like out of nowhere, he puts him on his back and does the white noise, and it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, but
it happens so fast. If you blinked, you'd miss it.
It's like, wait a second, what the fuck? But then he goes for the bro kick. Show blocks it and hits with the knockout punch, and you're thinking, oh, it's over. It's like, what? He kicked after two? What?
Honestly, and JBL made a good point on here. I don't think anyone's kicked out of the KO punch, and no one has.
I can't think of anyone.
Yeah, no one. I can't think of anything. And
Maybe
since WrestleMania, as long as Sheamus has been champ, no one's kicked out of the bro kick.
Well, that's about to change in a few minutes, but
Yeah, but so for this match was a match of firsts.
Yes, it was. So As Sheamus fights for his feet, Show goes for another knockout punch. Sheamus ducks it and hits the bro kick.
That was an interesting bro kick too, because it was a stationary one. He wasn't running; he just did the bicycle kick.
Yeah, which is So this is literally a power challenge, and Sheamus is gonna go for another kick, and Big Show ducks it. Well, sidesteps it, really.
Yeah, he sidesteps it and does a spinning KO punch.
Which is essentially it's the discus punch. And
that was
this
awesome.
takes out Sheamus. And Big Show is your world heavyweight champion. And he looks around, looks at his watch, and goes, "Okay, 45 seconds. Hey, I beat my record! Yay!"
Yeah. I was really surprised that they gave Big Show the title, though.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
Having not said much about the match, like, it was just very stark. It reminded me of when Mark Henry beat Randy Orton last year at Night of Champions. Like, the face who's pretty much dominant has never lost in such a very spare, clean way, without any shenanigans, without anything behind it. Like, it was
I liked that.
Very final.
That was clean. Well, anyway, so we go backstage, and where by the way, by the time they do the replay of the finish, and Big Show leaving to the back, Sheamus is just starting to stir. Yeah. So good sell job from Sheamus, but we go back.
He's just getting up and holding his jaw is what he's doing.
Yeah. We go backstage where Eve is trying to get a word in with Booker T, trying to insist.
You missed Big Show does a promo after this. Wait. Oh no, wait.
No, he does that. He does that later.
My bad. I fucked up.
Yeah.
Where we have Booker's like, "Listen, I gotta go check on Sheamus," and Teddy Long walks up and is like, "Playa, I know you screwed over Caitlyn and Layla. Tonight, they get to return the favor."
What kind of accent are you putting on Teddy Long?
Don't ask.
Playa.
Playa, let me tell you something, Playa.
Let me tell you something, Playa.
It's an Irish Teddy Long. Let me tell you something, Playa. You really screwed over two women, and not in the nice way. And look, here comes your ex, Zack Ryder, who's dressed like you. And here's Santino.
A pirate Irish Teddy Long. Great.
Here's Santino dressed as Lady Gaga, and here's Ron Simmons to give us the obligatory damn.
Ron Simmons just times his damn so well.
Damn. But yeah.
But God, Santino, just stop, please.
No,
God,
Santino
stop.
needs to keep going. You know why Santino needs to keep going? Because of idiots like you. If you keep opposing him, he'll keep doing stupid shit. Have you not figured this out?
Telling him to keep going is not helping. Saying keep going because you don't want him to keep going is not going to help.
So then we have a triple threat Divas title. Oh wait, no, wait.
Well, getting a little ahead of yourself. We actually have.
I am fucking up tonight.
Don't worry about it. Everybody is. I blame Sandy. So
you leave the squirrel alone.
No. So we have Vince McMahon on the phone when all of a sudden CM Punk shows up. And he's like, "Look, Vince, you need to call the match. Please, just call off the match, man."
He doesn't say please. He just says cancel the match.
Cancel the match. I'm the best in the world. Cancel the match. And Vince looks him up and down and is like, "Are you intimidated by Ryback?" No. Then you need to prove to Ryback and everyone else that CM Punk is the best in the world. Now give me a victory, Twinkie.
What?
Wait a second here.
The voice he was doing.
Wait a second. Why does Punk prove to anybody that he's the best in the world? He is the best in the world. He's beaten John Cena up 10 million times, so Cena should never get a title shot until he's earned one, rather than saying, "I will get a title shot." No, I'm best in the world. Honor, loyalty, and respect.
John Cena, he's not in his pay-per-view.
Yeah, I know. But Ryback, beating Ryback,
yeah.
Okay, that will be awesome if well, except for what happened. But I don't even see why beating Ryback would prove that he's the best in the world. Maybe in terms of taking on all comers, but now they've turned him into this chicken shit heel, and it's like, okay, now I don't care. So let me watch.
It's because whenever they make a guy heel, they have to become chicken shit.
Either that, or they are Mark Henry,
or Big Show.
It's chicken shit or monster heel. It's that those are the only.
Either that, or they are, or Ho, or yeah.
Anyway, so we go. So after that promo, we have our Divas Triple Threat match, which was surprisingly good.
It was all right, but I didn't care. Like if
it was good, but it was good, but here's the thing.
I didn't watch it.
I got up for a minute. I had to use the restroom. I went up, and we were at the finishing sequence.
Yeah, Caitlyn reminds me of a drunk, the way she cuts her promos.
Yeah,
And I don't like finishes like this. I hate finish, well, except when CM Punk does it. But nonetheless, I really don't like this
where they just there's a few times where someone just like swoops in and just drags someone off the pin, and this is not one of those cases.
No, if you're going to do that, you have to hit the person getting the pin, knock him to the outside, then go for the pin attempt. Not just, here I am, I'm Superman. It's like, what are you
doing? Yeah. Nice Miss Piggy there.
Thank you. Eve retains, and I don't care.
Yeah, I was like,
I do not care for Eve. I really do not care for Eve as a heel.
I think she's all right in the ring.
I think she's all right as a heel. We haven't had any actual heels in quite a while. Beth Phoenix sucked as a heel.
Well, that's because they were kind of,
That's because they book her.
So we go to we have a promo for WWE 13 video game because why not?
It's what brings you this pay-per-view.
Yes, indeed. Oh, and then we go backstage where Big Show.
Well, that's Inception. Let's pay for the let's pay for these guys to make our game. But then they're going to pay us for advertising. But then we're going to pay them for the game. Oh God.
So as.
So then we get Josh Matthews, Mr. Bad Timing.
I was imagining him like coming out to Sheamus like, so Sheamus, what do you think? Oh God, broke it.
I imagine Josh Matthews preparing for interviews, and he's just like, oh, yep, can do my job now.
One of these days, I think like he's gonna come out in like a full suit of armor or like hockey gear and just try and do his interview.
Josh Matthews would be the worst war correspondent ever.
You know what would be fucking awesome? If they have an angle where he's gonna end it all, and he keeps on trying to commit suicide.
That would be terrible.
I mean, he learned from Tim White, so like, and everything that's happening to him is leading up to it.
You are a terrible person.
I mean, I don't think suicide is a funny thing, but.
Well, how would this be a funny angle?
I didn't say it would be a funny angle. I said it would be a logical conclusion to everything that's happening to him.
No.
Yeah, eventually, this is when WWE buys out TNA and he becomes suicide.
See what you did there.
No, that's Justin Gabriel.
I thought it was Chris Daniel.
Anyways, so Josh Matthews interviews Big Show, and Big Show says
45 seconds.
Big Show says no more 45 seconds. I'm at the top of the mountain, and now all of your worst nightmares have come true. And I dare anyone in the WWE to try and take this title away from me. And
that was
what I expected was just pan over to like Ziggler standing there and just Ziggler walking out of frame.
Yeah, I was kind of imagining it would have been awesome if like Ziggler just tried to do a zigzag on Big Show then. Big Show was like, nope.
Just like Ziggler, I just imagine Ziggler like. I thought they would like pan the camera to like Ziggler's peeking around the corner and just looking down at the briefcase, up at the Big Show, down at the briefcase, up at Big Show, and then he goes, nah. Not a great idea.
Yeah, that promo was kind of intense. So we move on because
Matt Striker.
Okay, yeah. So we go to a video where we're still backstage. Matt Striker is talking about the status of Sheamus, and we get a plug for the Survivor Series pay-per-view. And
they ask, but the question is, who's going to be WWE champion? Cut to the promo video for tonight's main event, and then we see the cell being lowered.
Yeah.
And we move on.
Which
to
honestly, I was
very
surprised.
good match.
I thought they would do what they did at WrestleMania, which is have both people get in the ring and then lower the cell.
Who cares?
Nope. Yeah, this match.
For this match.
Oh, good lord! This match.
Yeah, this was. They couldn't spring for a Lesnar date, and
I thought it was good.
And they couldn't pull. I liked them. I thought the match was all right. I thought
it would have been good if it wasn't CM Punk with the title. If it was someone without a best in the world gimmick. If it was just a normal cowardly heel, this would have worked. But no, not with the current champion.
So here.
Well, the match was good.
Here's also the thing. Like, first of all, how do you no sell a kendo stick?
How do you no sell a fire extinguisher? How do you know
you're a fucking huge motherfucker with muscles all over your body.
How did you know sell? How did you know?
Up there
oh, and also you're taking steroids because it's a painkiller. So
how did you no sell running directly into those the ring steps, like charging into them?
Okay, here's the biggest problem that I've had with Ryback is the fact that he's been told not to sell anyone's offense, but then all of a sudden he's told, hey, sell Punk's offense. He's like, what? Why? Oh, good point. Don't sell any of his offense. Just, kick his ass. We'll figure out the ending as we go along. Oh, shit, guys. We're in a problem.
Yeah, hey, just think back to all those great matches Punk's had and just weep. Because all of those opponents now are compared to the Ryback.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is, when you no-sell a fire extinguisher into the face, yeah, there's something wrong. There is something wrong.
He was doing about as much no-selling that the match needed. Punk was like hitting him with hard shots to knees to the gut, but that's not enough just based on a size difference. It was a very risky thing that they were going to do with this match, but the spots that they called and the spots that they performed paid off.
Okay,
there's that, but the weapon shot.
Chris, did you like the ending?
I thought it was questionable.
Yeah, I thought. Here's the thing.
No,
corrupt referees storylines suck ass.
Hey, what are you talking about? The last one we saw was Garrett Bischoff, and that was
not a corrupt referee, just a very, very, very incompetent one.
No, he wasn't an incompetent referee. He was just a cunt here.
That too.
So
that was.
So they couldn't.
No, but
here's how you make this instantly better. Paul Heyman, being the genius that he is, realizes his champion is in jeopardy. So in advance of this match, he has called upon a monster. Now, you could spring for Lesnar.
Okay.
That would make sense. Or, you could pull a really shocking and surprising move and
like
pull Mark Henry out of nowhere.
Mark Henry would have worked. And they
Mark
could have
Henry
made a stable out of it.
No, instead you get the referee in the middle of the ring, who up until this point has been calling the match down the damn middle to low blow Ryback and stop him from connecting with the shell shock and help Punk roll him up.
Yep. I mean, granted, the whole deal is that Paul Heyman paid off the ref, and like, how much money does Paul Heyman really have? Like, that's just unbelievable. I will agree with you there.
Well, to be fair, this was the ref that very recently was hired by AJ. So you could argue that the guy was working for him already.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, this storyline is getting more and more convoluted. But so after the match, after Punk retains and is the best in the world, Paul Heyman's like, "Come on, open it up. Open up the cage door, please, please." And Ryback gets up and he just starts destroying.
Why did Punk not go back under the ring? That's what I was wondering. Go back under the ring. For God's sake.
Yeah, just take Solace and the midgets. They'll tear the Ryback apart.
Maybe even Mini Ryback will help you. But so we
Hornswoggle is gonna come out dressed as Ryback. What?
That would be awesome. So
no, but Ryback would just eat him like baby back ribs.
So as Ryback is ripping apart people, which includes the ref and Punk, the cage door finally opens as Punk is crawling out, and Ryback is like, "No." And Paul Heyman's like, "Oh shit, bye."
Yeah, he just grabs the WWE Championship and run.
No, he Ryback takes the championship with him.
Ryback and Punk like gets the hell out of there and starts climbing up the cell.
Yeah, this is when I said, "Oh God, no."
However, I have seen enough horror movies to know that this does not ever work. Ryback follows him up and hits the shell shock on top of the cell. And then I
was like, "Oh, thank God, that's all they did."
Yeah,
because I was like, I thought they were gonna throw Punk off the top of the cell, and I was like, "Oh God."
The cells is too high for them to prevent anyone getting the stupid idea to do that.
After Mick Foley did that, they were like, "You know what? We're never ever allowing anyone to do this outside of a video game ever again."
Well, didn't John Cena fall through it?
You know what? If it happened to John Cena, I don't care. And then Ryback starts chanting, leads the crowd in "Feed me more chants."
Yeah.
That's how you end the pay-per-view with your
the biggest problem with this, it's not just that Punk got screwed over, but every single guy that faced Punk in his current title reign got screwed over as well, including John Cena.
Yeah. It just amazes me that the WWE has absolutely no confidence in Punk, apparently, except when he's in Chicago. Because Chicago fans love Punk and hate everyone else.
Everyone, look, it's weird though, because it's not like Punk hasn't been drawing crowds.
Well, that's the thing. He's not drawing Attitude Era crowds, which is...
Well, no. I don't think anyone actually expects people to fucking do that, but, like, he hasn't been drawing ratings. Like, it's been proven that, like, the ratings kind of dip, like, if he's on the air.
Well, to be fair...
Which is bad, and which is unfortunate, but, like... And I'm not even talking about nowadays.
Well,
because,
that has to do with... They've also proven that anyone except John Cena, the ratings will drop. And that's the WWE's fault. That's not Punk's fault.
They've built the company around John Cena rather than building the company around multiple people. When you go back to the Attitude Era, who do you remember the most? You remember Triple H, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, because let's face it, that is a man who transitioned. Kane, as much as we hate to say this, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, but that was
Why would we hate to say Eddie Guerrero?
Chris
Oh, I was going to say Chris
Benoit.
Benoit. We hate to say, and then I move on to the next name.
Storm.
I don't
Yeah,
hate to
Lance
say
Storm.
Chris Benoit.
Oh, he's going to appear and kill you.
7 days.
But
He's gonna
again,
German suplex you into a toy box.
and scream at you to tap and get him some cross-faced chicken wings. But the fact of the matter is, they've built this company around John Cena. Okay, that's well and good. But now what happens when John Cena can't be there? Literally,
Sheamus.
El Dandy.
I doubt El Dandy.
Yeah, so do I.
The thing is, they're doing the same thing with Sheamus, though. They never learn.
Yeah,
I mean, they couldn't have built up Sheamus and Wade Barrett. You know, like, because by God, imagine if Sheamus had someone to feud with after, even if he lost the title.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But unfortunately,
They can't build Ziggler right now. They can't build anyone.
No, the thing is, Ziggler has built himself. So,
they can't build the Miz right now. They can't build anyone.
Well, that's the thing. They don't want to build anyone, but people are building themselves because
they just need that extra shove.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Hopefully not off.
But that is Hell in a Cell, regardless of our opinions about it. That was Hell in a Cell.
Wasn't that bad, but
it was very polarizing. There was some really good and some really bad.
Yeah, so it was one of those average pay-per-views. And now we go on to It's All HBK's Fault.
We're still doing that.
I think we are. I hope we are.
I don't watch this shitty show. What are you talking
about? Alright, so let's do it. As everybody knows the rules, we pick something from the pay-per-view that is all HBK's fault. Why do I have to explain the rules?
Triple H not appearing is all HBK's
Because I don't know the rules.
Okay.
Justin Gabriel's hair is all HBK's fault.
Liquid, you got some?
Sin Cara's head is all HBK's fault.
Pretty good. John Cena not appearing at this pay-per-view is all HBK's fault, and thank you, sir!
Yeah.
Has anybody else not done it?
No.
Okay, so it's plug time. I love plugs. Don't forget to subscribe to us on Blip TV or our YouTube to keep up to date with all our videos. You can also like us on Facebook. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at DarkMatch Wrestling. You can also follow us individually on Twitter as well. Don't forget to check out TRE Productions, where all our videos plus lots of other great stuff is hosted. We're also on RTV in the community section. And last but not least, visit us at the Spoonie Experiment forums where we got our start. That will do it for the Dark Match. I'm Iron Bite. Hell in a Cell.
I'm Liquid Nation.
I'm Chris.
Yes, Chris. Good night and good luck, and good Lord, this storm is coming to take me away!